Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you.
This is, silly. I've been kind of dealing with a stalker situation. You see your sister hold up a gun and blow his fucking head off. I think you can tell in a moment. This is a genuine photo, no Photoshop needed. You see, a white face. This is the same white face from the premonition, looking up out of the window. And you realize you're not really sure what just happened. The protesters have decided to breach and are in the circus now. Their chanting seems to have changed. The one phrase that you can constantly make out more than the other is, "Free our father."
Where is Father Price?
He's still at the jailhouse. Marissa Centrifuge is lying to you. And you turn around and one of these pallid white stalks is behind you. It is Father Price's face. I think this is a smash cut. I think that if this was a TV show, this is where there'd be a commercial break. And then when we come back, it's Millie chasing after her mother. What do you say?
Millie's kind of just elbowing her way through the crowd. She's like, Mom, what the hell are you doing here?
Ruby turns around. She's got a colder look in her eyes. Milenko?
Mom?
The situation is tense.
I was taking it that you weren't much a big fan of the circus.
I can't say that this situation changed my mind much.
Well, listen, we get picketers and shit like that all the time. That'll get taken care of.
I'm sure it will. Now, if you excuse me, I have some business to attend to. I will see you after your show. And she turns and begins walking away. What do you do?
Well, hey, are you looking to see the show? I mean, shit, I can get you special seats if that's what you want.
That would be nice.
Then you can come with me and I'll show you.
Roll to manipulate someone. That's plus charm.
Well, I fucked it up.
I think she stops, and she turns around, and she walks up to you, bends down a little bit, and just pats you on your shoulder, giving you a cold but... No, not a cold but, just like a cold smile. You can see wrath in her eyes, and she just says, Milenko, I have some business to attend to. We can do this after, I promise.
What business would you have besides seeing the circus? Is I guess what I'm wondering.
You failed this roll, so I think she's going to start moving faster. You're gonna have to walk and talk if you want to do this. She's walking back towards the trailers.
Millie can do that. She can follow. I mean, what business could you have besides just seeing the show? I mean, I don't really think our background prep is that interesting unless you're into stage makeup.
You know, Milenko, there is when you left me all those years ago, Milenko, all of those years ago, when you left the family, we did manage to figure out just one hint as to where you went. I know that you didn't just pack up a bindle and started walking down the streets. I know someone took you. And I think I think, like, instinctually, because you've walked this, like, exact same route maybe thousands of times at this circus, I think you instinctually know that she is heading towards Vanity's trailer.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, I realize it looks bad when you put it that way, but it's, I mean, not every day that you come across a kid with basically superpowers, right?
No. No, it most certainly isn't. You guys are getting closer.
You know, it was something I was so passionate about, and you know, they offered to let me build that passion, and I did. I did. Shit, Mom, I didn't mean to leave you alone.
I think you guys are standing in front of Vanity's trailer now. And I think she stops and turns to you and she says, "Oh, Millie, Malenko." She grabs you both by the shoulders and says, "You don't need to apologize for anything. You know that, right? Oh my god, you are a child. No one's going to blame you for following your passions. You didn't know. You were small. You don't need to ask for forgiveness. I've forgiven you 20 times over."
Millie, like, blinks owlishly.
All I'm asking you now is that you... All I'm asking you now is that you forgive me for what I'm about to do, and we can be a family again. And, she sits up, and she pulls open the door and pulls out a gun. It is fucking go time. You need to do something now.
What the fuck?
What do you do? You have seconds to react.
Millie is fumbling on blood lasso.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. This is a use magic move with the effect of trap a specific person, minion, or monster. Plus weird.
Yay!
Woohoo!
A 5 plus 3 is an 11. You stop her in her tracks as she's stepping up to the trailer. Her hands squeeze tight, and I think she drops the revolver she was holding. And Vanity just steps in and is like, "Millie, is that you? I recognize that blood anywhere. Hello, ma'am." And as soon as she sees him, it's kind of hard to hold your mother because she is thrashing.
Mom, calm down.
She is, I don't want to, like, shout into my mic, but she is throwing vitriol towards her, just like, you know, "You piece of shit, you fucking pig. What the hell did you do? I'll kill you for what you did to my daughter." That kind of stuff.
He never did anything bad, Mom. I just became part of the circus. That's all. I'm happy here. You know that, right?
I think it's worth noting that Vanity very much did some things wrong. Just so we're clear.
This is because Millie has problems and issues.
Vanity looks calm, and he just puts up his hands and says, Let's calm down now. Millie, can you calm this woman down?"
Doing my best, sir.
I think at this point, I think what Ruby does is Ruby throws herself to the ground to try and, like, grab at the gun from, like, where her hands are. Like, her hands are bound, so it's not really working, but, Millie, what is the meaning of this?
I hardly know myself. Sir, this is my mom. I haven't seen her in years. I didn't really...
He stops.
That if we met again, it would be with her having a gun. With her having a fucking gun.
You see him freeze at the mention of a parent. And he just steps down, bends down, and holds up his hand and snaps. And all at that, it kind of looks like Ruby goes to sleep. Millie, I know that our circus is controversial. I mean, I'm sure you're the last person I have to tell that to.
Sure don't have to fucking tell me that, yeah.
I will handle your mother if you would like to go get back to your preparations.
Do not leave that woman with him.
I want to be able to talk to her about this.
I mean, Millie, she looked very angry. Now, stop me if this sounds like butting in on familial place. I understand this is my place, but, does your mother support your passions?
I don't think she's a big fan of the circus, sir, no. But I mean, it's not her fault. I disappeared and she got scared.
Well, fear is one thing. What I saw isn't fear. What I saw was anger, Millie. And he gives you a warm smile. And he just says, like, I know you love your mother, but, I mean, I don't know if this is the kind of energy you need in your life.
Well, shit, sir, I haven't seen her in years, so I wasn't even really trying to reconnect. She just kind of showed up, but I thought it could be a good thing that she'd come to the circus after all that.
Oh, and I'm not saying that it's inherently a bad thing. I'm just saying this kind of anger and vitriol towards your life's passion, it worries me is all. Like you said, it's been years since you've seen her, and I mean, well, I don't want to sound rude, but look at what a bright young woman you've turned into. You managed to get this far without her, haven't you?
That's true, yeah. I guess it's just nice to be able to show her how far I've come. I don't want to send her away thinking I'm doing some sort of shitty, horrible, great evil. I want her to understand that I'm happy.
I want her to understand that you're happy too, Millie. I really do, but you know that at a certain point you can't change a person's mind without some very unethical magics.
Uh-huh.
Magics that, frankly, it is against my morals to perform. Millie, if this continues, I think you need to let her go. You're not a child anymore.
I mean, you're right. It was just seeing her, and it was everything was happening at once. You know, it was.
I understand.
It was a real chaotic situation, and everything was happening at once. And there she was, and she was talking to me like we never even missed a day. And I just wanted to show this to her. I don't want her to think this is evil.
Hold on a little bit. Just give me a moment, okay? He goes back into his trailer. Comes back out with a small little cloth pouch. And he gives it to you and just says, this right here, call it Sandman dust. Sprinkle it in her eyes, and she'll calm down, I promise. You should probably go back to your recitals.
Right. Millie is just kind of standing there, unsure.
I don't know if this is a role. I think this is like a genuine in-character dilemma for you. What do you do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Do we want to cut to Hallow while you think? While you like settle on your feelings and on Millie's feelings?
I'm trying to think here, right?
Like I said, we can cut away and give you time to think in the background. I think it'll be fine. I think we'll cut over to Hallow. So I think as you're walking to your haven, you have to pass through. You know, the circus is on the other side of town. You have to pass through Main Street.
Yeah.
And as you're passing Main Street, you notice that it looks a little dilapidated. It looks like the Main Street revitalization project has stopped.
Okay. That's not good.
And not just like it stopped, it looks like you notice like some weeds climbing up some of the buildings. It kind of looks like, what if you took this Main Street and no one lived here for, I'd say, ballpark of 2 years?
Okay.
It just looks desolate.
That's not good.
I think as your, like, eyes are drawn to this scene, too, you, accidentally bump into a figure. And I don't know if you've met this person, but the camera sees, in a very well-pressed suit, the form of Lamington Bithersby, the foreman of the revitalization project.
Yes, the man that I named.
We're not going to talk about that right now, okay?
Men are always taking responsibility for women's accomplishments.
Give me a fucking break.
Men are always doing
name.
this.
It was a good name.
Yeah, and in the recording, Perry was like, "Did you come up with that?" And you said, "Yeah, I did. You lied. I did that."
I came up with the ending part. I came up with the joke about his name. Anyway, we're getting fucking off track, okay?
I want every listener to know I came up with Lamington Bithersby.
Is this going to be your legacy 20, 30 years from now?
Sure.
He has a big briefcase, and he looks very hurried, and he says, sorry there, I was just heading out of town, honestly.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry about this, mess that you see all around here. The project's off. Maybe you can tell the people you meet on the streets that the project isn't happening.
What project?
You know, the Main Street revitalization project.
Hallow looks
all
at
this
him.
Construction.
I guess I haven't been paying attention.
Well, it's over.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, don't tell anyone I told you this, but, my boss was kind of murdered, so...
Oh.
Gotta go.
Who is your boss?
It's kind of hard to explain to someone like you, just... My boss was murdered, and half of my workers told me that they were going on vacation because their wives divorced them, all on the same day, so... Really, the project is not happening. I don't know what we're going to do, but, that's this town's problem now. I am a contractor, and when the money doesn't come in, the employee doesn't come in.
Oh, I am sorry for your loss?
It's fine. I don't know why I'm oversharing with some young rapscallion.
Rapscallion?
He kind of just, like, cocks his head at you, kind of looks with, like, almost knowing eyes, and he reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a card.
She looks at it.
Which reads, Lamington Bithersby, spelled exactly how I said it was last time.
Ew.
Hey, it's your name.
Yeah, I didn't spell it like that, though. That was you.
Okay. And it doesn't list a phone number. You're not really sure how you're supposed to contact him.
Hallow doesn't have a phone, so...
Yeah, that too. But his occupation is just described as a fixer.
What does that mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean, darling. Now, I need to leave, but, you know, give me a call if you ever, need some help and are willing to pay the price. Toodaloo now!
There's no phone number.
He's not answering that. He's already shuffling off.
Hallow kind of looks down at it. I mean, she doesn't know what to do with this.
I don't know, just put it in your pocket or something.
I guess so.
Or eat it.
No.
No, you're not a paper kind of gal.
No, I guess she's not.
Or I guess this would be cardstock.
No.
But yeah, now it's just you left alone in this desolate, half-built, fully abandoned main street. You got a place to be.
I don't think neighbor would like this very much.
No, he wouldn't.
She continues on.
You have walked back to your haven.
God, this took me fucking forever.
Do you think Jean is here?
Can he be?
If you want.
Okay, yay!
Yeah, you enter this little cove, this little place under the docks, and Jean is there just kind of relaxing. You get the impression that from his mannerisms and the fact that he has like a new hickey on his neck that he's found a new meal.
Oh boy.
And just looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello. Are you all right? Welcome back."
Yeah. She's bleeding, by the way. You know, she has that chunk out of her side.
Oh, God, I think, yeah, then in that case, he definitely gets up and says, "Oh, let me patch that up for you." I don't think he's surprised anymore.
I wouldn't be. Oh, no, it's fine.
He just kind of, like, lifts your shirt up a bit and begins putting the pad to it, wrapping the bandages. You can remove one of those harm.
Oh, yay. Midas, contrarily, is if he's fucked over there, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get back to that in a second.
Hey now, Millie took away one of those.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's true. No, really, it's... She tries to kind of bats him away a little bit. I need to...
No, I insist. Does you no good to be bleeding all over the floor like that.
I need to figure out what did it.
What did it? I mean, didn't you see it with your eyes?
She kind of looks down at the ground like she's trying to think. I guess I must have, right?
Huh. I see. It's one of those types of things, is it?
She cocks her head.
Dealing with memory and cognition, it's not as uncommon as you think. Did you want to use the library?
She nods her head.
I can't guarantee you there's anything in there, but... Well, we can at least give it a try, okay?
Okay.
I think this is a... Investigate a mystery roll.
Yay!
Sharp!
What is my sharp? My sharp's an even 0.
54% chance of at least some kind of success.
Yay!
Let's see it.
Oh, let's go.
That's a 9. Do you need the questions, or,
Yes, I do.
So it's, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
Do I get one option?
On a 7 to 9, you get to ask one of these.
Okay.
And I'm willing to be very generous with the information here because it's a mystical library. And just to be clear, this isn't like the lore library option, which would have given you like an extra +1 forward when using it to investigate. Mystical library does something else, but I feel like you would definitely have the fictional positioning to use it. It's still a library.
I feel like we need to know how to actually get rid of this thing.
Because there's multiples. Sylvanus would have described that there are multiple of them, right?
Silenus.
I always forget his name. Sorry, guy. I named you.
So I think Silenus only wrote one head in his drawing.
Yeah. He only saw the one. I mean, well, I think he just wrote what one of them looked like.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Hallow looks into, like, what sort of creature is it, logically. The only thing is that I worry now that Midas is also going to find this info out in 0.2 seconds. I kind of want to do something he wouldn't be able to figure out.
Do you want to do, like, what can it do or what can hurt it?
I mean, we know what can hurt it, though.
I mean, you know what can hurt. You know what can, like, hurt the necks, which is...
But we don't have a permanent solution.
That's true.
Or, like, you can also ask what can it do, and I'll give you more information on how, like, the weird memory shit is.
Okay, I think we'll do, I think we can do what will it do.
What can it do?
Yeah, what can it do?
You were looking through books, I think Jean is helping you, there's a section... There is a section on, like, memory magic and cognition as it relates to the soul and being and the sense of Kalia. And I think what you find is the essence of void. The essence of nothing. Millie, do you know it's kind of a part of what you have to do as a thing as well, messing with thermodynamics. Most of the time that blood isn't permanent.
Yeah.
It's both creation and destruction. What you find is an article on, like, an ancient, like, being of destruction and void titled The False Hydra.
Okay.
And what the False Hydra does is that it sings a song of white noise. Have you ever seen those, like, videos where, like, you watch people go around with basketballs, but did you notice the gorilla in the background?
Yes.
It's not that you're forgetting it's there, it's that the song is making you pass by when you're seeing it.
Okay.
It's likely that when you were there in the aftermath of the first encounter, there might have been a head actively watching you, but, well, as long as you were listening to that song, you couldn't see it. That's why when this white noise song stopped, it suddenly attacked. I mean, you can't really sing and eat your meal at the same time.
That's
Trust
true.
me, I've tried.
Okay.
What can it do? It can remove memories of itself so long as it's singing its song.
Okay.
Which means, you know, almost like a siren, I'll just give you this for free if you block out sounds. And honestly, you're far enough away from it. I think now that you're, like, all the way over here, you don't have that memory blockage anymore. You remember the incident.
Huh.
That is what it can do.
Great. Okay. Okay.
Jean just kind of, like, grimaces. Well, that's no good. If we let this thing run amok, it'll eat everyone at the circus.
Oh. I don't know how to hurt it.
Well, this is just my guess, but... And I'm going to be much vaguer than if you actually picked what can hurt it.
Yeah.
These things are like big, long stalks, like potatoes, right? You know, like potato sprouts. I imagine you'd have a better chance killing it if you got to the potato. I mean, you know what a hydra is, right?
I think so.
You cut off one head, 2 more sprout up. But that's just a guess, Hallow. And I mean, certainly it's not like you have industrial digging equipment, so I'm not really sure how you would get to it.
Oh. She kind of sounds, she sounds disappointed.
He sounds disappointed too.
Why?
I don't know, maybe there were like... He doesn't want this thing stealing his meals. Maybe there were cute girls there.
Maybe there were cute boys at the circus.
Oh, he's bi, right? Thank you. Right.
Oh, he's bisexual.
I think he just says...
I didn't know that.
Honestly, if this thing's left unfeathered, I wouldn't be surprised if it's ate the whole town. If things get that bad, do you want to just run off together?
Well, wouldn't it eat us?
I mean, not if we run away.
What about my friends?
I don't know, they can run away too. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Hallow. This is a bad situation. Sometimes shit happens. He seems disappointed, but he's not too torn up over it. I think he just says, like, I think there's a town like 20 miles north of here. We can go over there if you want. I'm sure there's plenty of friendly folk there. He genuinely does not feel, like, urgency over this. He feels almost the feelings like he has the same emotions as you, like, leaving, like, a restaurant and accidentally dropping your bag of food on the ground. And it's like, god damn it. But, like...
You're not gonna go back in.
You're not gonna go back in, and, like, it's not really a big deal. You've got food at home. You're just like... It sucks, but life goes on.
I see.
Jean isn't concerned with this. But how do you feel?
Well, Hallow doesn't want her friends to get hurt. They all have to be there when Neighbor shows back up after all.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right, Perry?
Anyways,
So wise.
So what's next? What does Hallow do?
Hallow kinda, she was probably researching in a book, right?
Yeah, no. You've got a book.
Yeah, okay. I should probably take this back to the circus.
I will also say that on a 7 to 9, this book isn't going to have any more information.
That's okay. She's gonna show them what she found.
Okay. Heading off then?
She nods.
Do you want me to come with you?
I didn't think you would want to come.
I mean, I worry about you, Hallow.
Cocks
but
her
I'm
head.
genuinely letting this be up to you. You'll have an ally. Allies can get hurt by the monster, so it's your choice.
Do I bring him with me? Peanut Gallery, do we want Fuckboy Jones with us today?
I think he might be helpful.
It's true. Sammi?
Sorry, I've been thinking.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, fuck it.
Oh.
Or, no, go ahead. What were you about to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, to Sammi, I have, like, an out, if Sammi needs an out. But I think Jean just says, like, well, that settled then. I could use a little bit of stretching of the legs. Let's go kill ourselves a potato, shall we?
Off we go!
I think we cut now back to Midas.
Oh boy.
Midas, this thing is bearing its teeth down at you. What do you do?
Midas back in the fucking SpongeBob hallway.
I imagine we get like a brief moment of like him backing up and doing a what did you do to him?
Marissa just chuckles and says, isn't he beautiful?
Oh my god.
That which resided in the void needed a vessel, after all.
What is he?
He's gorgeous. He is the end of everything.
Wow, women.
I imagine Midas is gonna... God, I hate... Midas is gonna try and fight it. He has no choice. If he got her into a corner, he's certainly in a corner too, isn't he?
You're gonna try and fight it?
My options are that or let it kill him and her.
Yeah. I will say, by the way, this is a real monster. Don't Google it, because there is something else that it does that I did not tell Vivi.
Does it turn into a chicken?
No. I'd say don't Google it because of spoilers. But, viewers at home, if you know what a false Hydra is, you may know that I'm burying the lead on this thing, and I think that's a fun thing to do.
Lovely.
Anyways, quick draw, motherfucker. Let's see what you got.
What move is that?
That'd be tough. No, that's kicking some ass. You were...
Oh, fuck. God, no. I was afraid
you were
you'd
in
say
this shit
that.
now. What else could it be?
No, you're right. Fuck!
Oh, God.
A 4 and a 1 minus 1 is a 4.
We lose Midas this round. We lose Midas.
Shit. Hey, how much luck you got, buddy? You want to use one?
I've used 2 luck so far.
Or you can let it ride. Remember, like, you do have experience, but if you use luck, you don't mark it.
Oh, fuck, what happens when I fail to kick some ass?
You get your ass kicked.
Oh,
that is what the book says.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck.
We lose Midas this round.
I think in all reality, yeah, I'm gonna use a luck here. I don't see my way out of this without doing some luck. That was a fucking 4.
You're using a luck then?
Yeah.
Oh god, what is your luck special?
When you spend a point of luck, your first encounter comes up in play. It could be a flashback, new occurrence, or related event.
What is this going to be? I think I know what this is going to be. I think this is a really fun concept.
Mm-hmm.
You're a pretty decent quick draw, right?
Yeah, at this point.
The problem is that as soon as you went for your gun, Marissa grabbed you around in, like, a bear hug and is like, don't fight it, let it consume you. It'll be much, much better that way. Marissa's trying to feed you to this thing.
Good. Lovely.
Yeah, great. And then, like, you see Selenis, like, panicking, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And in just a moment, we see... What is this motel that, This motel is in Fringewater, right?
Yes.
What does it look like?
It's sort of like that like, one-story kind of motel. It is not very expensive. Midas was very angry when he was put up at this place. Like, he thought that, like, his agent was, like, doing him a massive disservice.
I forgot how much of a cunt he used to be.
Oh, yes. So, like, I mean, you check into this place. It's, like, you walk in to a single room, and then it's just 2 long hallways in both directions from the main lobby, leading to just rooms upon rooms on a single floor.
I think what this is that you're here again for a moment, Midas. Like, you close your eyes bracing for impact, and when you open it, you're in this hallway again.
What? No.
This is it. Marissa's also here.
What the hell did it do?
This is where you saw it, right? Where is it? She releases you for a moment and is, like, looking around, like, very, like, she is distracted from trying to feed you to this horrible thing.
He shakes loose and stumbles a few steps back from her. What the fuck are you talking about?
The place in your dreams, the place you saw the thing, right? Right?
This is where it was, yes!
This is where it was!
Have you seen
it,
too?
And I think then you're, snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Quoting Eminem at you. And you see, in a moment of panic, Selenis has effectively, like, ripped this thing's head off.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Do I lose my memories of that whole incident, and then it's just suddenly we have this thing's head?
Not yet. Not yet. You have a moment. I want your opinion on something.
Alright.
Because I genuinely don't know what to do. Part of me wants to leave Marissa behind at the hotel.
Ooh.
But a part of me also wants to keep her here in the mystery, like, you know.
She can always make her way back to the circus.
I don't think she's gonna leave if she stays at that hotel.
Oh.
I would keep her here, because I feel as though Midas would want to start asking questions.
Alright, awesome. I think Marissa snaps back and, like, kind of falls over off balance from, like, the sudden change. In this moment, Sammi.
Yes.
If you want an out from your predicament, I genuinely think, like, I think at the end of you and Vanna's conversation, you would have had that feeling of, like, silence and dread again. If you want something to snap you out of the thinking and being like, oh god, I gotta do something.
That would be pretty funny, because I'm just trying to think of what works best for the fiction and Millie's character. And
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I'm kind of at a crossroads of...
Well, talk to us about it, King.
I'm kind of at a crossroads of... I think at this point, she is more likely to lean into vanity, but I think it is more interesting for her to be conflicted enough to lean towards her mother.
That kind of emotional manipulation is a horror that I do think we have to consider if we want to, like, portray. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it is heavy shit.
Yeah.
He's a bitch and he sucks.
Oh, he's horrible and he sucks, but he's also right now the only lead you have in getting Hallow back home?
Yeah,
I
Millie
forgot
is,
about
like,
that part.
standing here, like, fidgeting with the pouch, like, trying to decide.
What I was doing with my out is, like, giving you, let's being honest, an opportunity to repress that confliction, to go maybe shoot some blood at a weird potato thing.
Yay!
If you want to join back up with Midas, I think I would let that just happen. Like, you realize that it's happening again, this sense of, like, dread feels familiar. In that moment of, like, silence, I think you do remember what it was, and maybe you, like, run after it. It's up to you whether you take your mother with you or not. That's just GM speaking. Don't let me tell you what to do. I'm just throwing things out there.
I think she does kind of drag Ruby with her.
Okay.
She would really rather not leave her for the ghoulies to munch on.
Okay. So we're convening. Hallow, do you want to be a part of this scene too?
Yeah.
Okay, I know distances are, like, weird, but, like, I don't think we need to sweat it that much, you know?
Yeah.
Can you walk that distance that far? Yeah, sure, fuck it. It's not really, like, dramatic or anything to be like an do you make it, don't you make it situation. Nothing's gained from not having you in this scene. I think as you're coming back from this premonition, Midas, to one side, Millie is coming at you dragging a body behind her, and to another side of you, Hallow is coming back to you dragging a body behind her.
And here I am with my body sitting there, you know, on the
It's
ground,
a body
gaining her balance.
party!
Great, we all have
Body
corpses.
party.
Well, mine is walking.
I imagine they can probably see the severed head of this fucking thing on the ground.
I don't think you can remember what just specifically happened about it. I think you remember Marissa's monologue, and obviously this head is still here, and you can see it just fine.
And I can look and see that that's Price.
Yeah.
I can recognize him. I've met him.
And I think Marissa's just kind of on the ground, heaving. What do you do?
What the hell just happened?
Hotel, motel. Hostel?
What about the motel?
You saw it too, didn't you?
What the hell is that thing? Is that
Hallow,
Price?
Millie, you're here now.
We are here now. What the fuck?
I don't remember exactly, but that's Father Price.
Yeah, I think when you... hearing the name and looking at the face... yeah, no, that matches up.
What the fuck happened to him? What did you do to him?
How?
Marissa's starting to sneak away.
Who is?
Marissa, realizing that the two of you are also entering the scene, is like, "Aw, shit, I gotta get out of here, man."
Can Hallow grab her?
I imagine.
well-
no. I want to play this one out because I think I see a
Okay.
funny option on here.
Okay.
I also genuinely don't know if you... I don't think it's meta to know that Marissa is, like, a bad guy in this situation.
Well, no, but
So-
she is sneaking away from this situation after convulsing on the ground.
I think as everyone is looking at it and she tries to sneak away, as she gets like a few steps out, Selenis just fucking clotheslines her. Yeah, she just like gets like taken at the head and just like knocked to the ground,
Pretty good.
and everyone just hears the sound of her just hitting into the fucking dirt. Were you trying to run away? You still haven't explained what the fuck you did.
How the fuck do we stop it? How do we make it go away?
What's happening?
He's here. Destruction is here. Creation, destruction. Millie! There you are! Her eyes, like, widen and, like, she's got a big doofy smile as she sees you.
Yeah, it's me, all right.
Have you two met? Formally?
Every night in my dreams.
What?
This is a being made of your blood.
What?
Or something to do with it. It's... I think she begins just kind of like spouting nonsense. Hallow, you recognize some of this nonsense as like creation, destruction shit. Millie, you're a practitioner of this specific field of magic. Do you know about like the potential for like any weird extraplanar beings within the concept of creation and destruction? Do you know about how that like stuff works?
Let's say yes, because I think it makes this more interesting.
I don't know if you'd know specifically the name False Hydra, but I think you have like a vague idea of like, you know, sometimes weird things exist in the realms of creation and destruction. Hallow, you know that she's talking about the False Hydra.
Yay!
What do you guys do?
Listen, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. What about my blood?
It's the same at the pool. It's creation and destruction. Ever since I saw it, ever since I saw that fantastic sight, I saw it every day in my dreams, and I heard it speaking to me.
Hallow has her book with her.
It is destruction that necessitates creation. It is form without form. Well, it was form without form.
I don't think my blood's saying all that shit. Listen to me. I know that you're really into whatever this is, but it's gonna start eating people at my circus soon, so I need you to tell me how to make it stop.
Why would I do that?
I'll let you study more of my blood?
I think I have an idea. She shows both of them the book that she brought. Jean is with her too. He's not a corpse, he's awake.
Hello.
Millie kind of salutes at him.
Yeah, you guys can read the book now. You kind of can look at the passage on the false Hydra and its memories and stuff. I think Jean also just says it's kind of like a potato.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what else you want from me.
If we want to kill it, we have to find out where it's coming from.
No, you can't kill it.
What are you gonna do about it?
She just kind of struggles against it, against Selenis for a second. It spoke to me truths. I can't let you kill it. I've spent far too long bringing it into this universe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're getting me to the point where I'm tempted to just call the station on you, because I feel as though maybe it's not my business, but...
Hey, Millie.
Yeah?
You can see some blood forming.
Forming? What do you mean?
Forming?
You see as she's trying to wriggle against Selenis, you see her, scratch her palm, and some blood is almost like it's in zero gravity, dribbling out of it and formulating, and,
What the fuck?
And it turns into a little arrow that grazes your face, Midas. And as it does this, I think from the surprise, Selenis kind of lets loose a little bit, but this is the out she needed to break away and start running. You're not the only hemomancer in this town.
Oh, motherfucker.
Well, fuck, she can do that too. Oh, when the fuck did she learn to do that?
Hey, well, she may not have been studying, but she's been getting a lot of, let's say, lessons from a very knowledgeable teacher in her dreams.
We have got to fucking kill this thing. We have got to fucking kill this thing now. It is freaking Millie out. She does not want her blood involved in this.
Hallow, you've got information on this thing, right? I mean, how do we kill it?
I think it's like a potato. I think we need to mash potatoes?
We need to find out where it's coming from. Otherwise, if we just keep chopping off their heads, it's never going to go away.
Can I try to have, tomato soup start digging into the ground?
I mean, you could. I can't guarantee you would, know anything, but,
I imagine there must be a hole left over from where the one with Father Price's head just popped out.
I'll tell you what, though. Do any of you want to, remember the game?
The game?
The game?
Ah!
Oh boy,
this was the move specifically to, maybe get you to remember information that you might have forgotten. Out of care, in the meta sense, theoretically, you could have encountered this thing multiple times, and then just completely forgot it.
By the way, viewers, you are all remembering the game, and as such, have just lost it.
Yes. No, 100%.
No.
In fact, this episode is 7 hours long.
You just can't remember it.
You just can't remember it.
Millie, do you want to consult your notes to remember the game?
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right. That's plus sharp.
That is plus sharp. Come on, big money, no whammies, big money, no whammies, big money, no whammies.
Oh,
That's a
no
whammy.
whammies, and that's a whammy indeed.
That's a 3.
Oh, boys.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
So, on a 6- when you try to remember the game, you choose either you were too late but safe, or it's right behind you.
Jesus fuck.
What do we think, lads?
What do you mean? What does either you were too late but safe, or it's right behind you mean? Like,
No, you choose one of those two, but either you were too late but safe means that, like, you're gonna be safe from this thing, but, like, it caused some damage that is unfortunate. Or it's right behind you, you maybe have an opportunity to save yourselves, but you might also get hurt by this thing.
Ay, Dios mío.
Fellas, I think it might be right behind us.
I think it might be right behind you.
Fellas.
Fellas.
So I think what this looks like, Sammi,
Yes.
is Millie being like, okay, how do we deal with this thing? And you look down at your notes and you see you're already holding your pen and you are mid-sentence. And you feel like hot breath down your neck.